supplements or ergogenic supplements. We'll discuss the safety, the efficiency, and the effectiveness, and does I have a choice to select which supplement do I need, or do I have alternative choice of these supplement? In other words, can I use what is used in medical settings so I can use it for athletes or not? So the way we'll deliver this workshop or a series of this presentation, it will be like a story. We start with the definition of supplements in terms of ergogenic supplements and dietary supplement. Then we'll talk about what are the differences between them and what they are including in each part or under the umbrella of these supplements. Then we'll go through the regulatory bodies of these supplements and what are the new things that happen and how we can compare them with other supplements or other medical or other medication. Then we'll go we'll present a number of studies that conducted related to the safety of this product. Then we'll not go through, of course, this time through the claims, but we'll go through the safety. Then we'll go to the alternatives or the third partner part or the third party part that also take an initiative to do analysis and inspection of this product. Then we'll go to discuss what are the quality of the product and how we can tell the quality of the protein differentiate between them. We'll talk in terms of nutritional point, then we'll make it or match it in terms of this product. In addition, we'll talk about the characteristics of the recovery meal, again, in very small way, but we'll do it in more practical in terms that you will do your own calculation and to select which formula to use. Then we'll present a number of formula and we'll do something like a scoring system in terms how you can take that product and how you can score that product in terms of safety, quality, and the use in medical setting. Then after that, we'll go through different formulas and we'll give you the choice to choose. But this is very important issue because it's not safe and easy, to be honest, and it's become a legal responsibility that any prescribed supplement, it will be your responsibility at the end, especially that we have many cases, and one of the biggest cases that we received it recently during the last 2 months about one of the issues related to the contamination of these supplements. So we'll start first with the dietary and ergogenic supplements. As I mentioned, we'll start with the definition. Now, how we can define dietary supplement? Dietary supplement is defined as a product intended for ingestion that contains a dietary ingredient aimed to add a nutritional value to that product or to prevent a future deficiency or to treat a deficiency. So the aim that I'm using that supplement that may include one ingredient or a combination of ingredient aiming to improve the quality of the nutrition of that product or aiming to treat a deficiency or prevent a deficiency. This may include vitamins, minerals, herbs, amino acid, or other nutritive compound. It can be presented in a form of powder, liquid, capsules, concentrated, or gels. This is the map of the supplement. So when I say supplement, doesn't mean necessarily I'm going directly to the nutritional supplement or the medical supplement. Supplements is the umbrella, but under this umbrella, I have two main categories. I have one category called the nutritional supplement or dietary supplement, which including the health-related supplement, and the other one, it has a different purpose called ergogenic supplement. Ergogenic supplements, the aim here is not to cover a deficiency. It's not to improve the quality of the product. It's merely to improve the performance of that, it's the performance for a competition. And in terms of performance, it has two definitions. Whether I'm doing this, giving this supplement to improve the quality of time to perform the activity or to improve the body composition. I'm not talking about the strength or the power. the body composition, that it look like for example, in bodybuilders, when they are taking some ergogenic supplements, they are aiming to improve their body performance or body shape, but doesn't mean related that necessarily that this improvement in the performance that will be reflected in the power. No. Okay. So under the nutritional supplements, also we have health-related supplement that it can be used in a clinical setting, in hospital, and also the other that we use it. So include vitamins, minerals. We have meal replacement amino acid under the nutritional supplement. In addition to the ergogenic supplement, we have amino acid, which is also is a common between the nutritional and ergogenic. We have caffeine, and also we have anabolic hormones. This is will be go under the umbrella of ergogenic supplement. If we will take, we'll see an examples here in both. We'll see the nutritional supplement include B complex vitamins. As I said, that it's include vitamins, minerals, coenzymes, fish oil, omega-3 fish oil, vitamin C, and also include amino acid and protein. While on the other side, the ergogenic supplement will include branched-chain amino acid, include whey protein, caffeine, coenzyme Q10, ginseng, carnitine, creatine monohydrate, and the growth hormone. Of course, doesn't mean that the nutritional supplement does not include the branched-chain amino acid or does not include whey protein. No, it's included under these, and this is why we are using them in a clinical setting, but somehow it's totally different than what is presented or in the other category of ergogenic supplement. Now, who usually benefit from these supplements? I need this supplement to support the growth, like whether it's during the pregnancy, childhood, infancy. I need also to support some clinical cases like chronic disease, like a liver encephalopathy. I will use a branched-chain amino acid. In certain condition, like in I will use whey protein or branched-chain amino acid, or even the protein in cases of cancer. I will use many nutritional supplements in case of malabsorption. And also I will use some cases, some supplement in case of athletes. So all these areas or categories can benefit from these supplements. This is an old study, but also it can give you a clearance that we have still cases of vitamin A deficiency. We have anemia. Anemia, for example, is very common here in the Arabian Gulf countries and even in the Middle East countries. In the whole Middle East, we still have cases, and we treat them with minerals or vitamins. It depends on the cause of anemia, if it is related to dietary anemia, not as a response of acute phase. This figure shows me the market of supplement. It's a business. It's a big business. We see that a combination of dietary supplement taking or scoring the first place with almost more than $8 to $10 million per, I think, per year, or I think more than per year, I'm sure, more than per year. We find also calcium supplement, mineral. Also, we find a protein supplement is under the category or reach up to the level of 5th, the top supplement that it's globally around the world. The global vitamins supplement in 2003, we found that China and US, they are taking the first place in this market. And it's very common that in the Western country and even in China, it's very common that they are using the supplements, and especially the herbs in China. The story of ergogenic supplements is not something new. It's very old. Even it started in 776 BC in the Greek Olympic, when the athletes, they believed that if they consumed the dried figs and mushroom, that would improve their performance and the quality. So the issue that the connection, the dietary on the food with ergogenic supplements or performance is not something new. In 1950s, they discovered that the Russian athletes that they won the golden medals in the American Olympics there at that time, they were using steroid hormones, and they start to let's say they start to examine and measure the steroid hormone or check the steroid hormone in 1959. In 1960s, they initiated the International Olympic Committee that they banned the steroid hormone at that time. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thus, we just only give you an introduction about it. But even when I come to vitamins and minerals, I will tell you from my experience, it's unlike before. We don't have, in the past, we used to find a product that it can cover for you 25% of the supplement of the RDA. Nowadays, we have a mega doses of these supplements, and it sells without any precaution, without any regulation. So, and we start even to receive reported cases of toxicity of the vitamins and minerals. And recently we received a toxicity report related one of the athletes that he used zinc supplement, and it was a toxic for him because he was taking overdose. So this is also will be a big responsibility even for me as a nutritionist or even as a consumer. If I want to take even, let's say, what we consider as a safe like vitamins or minerals, I need even to watch the recommendation and the dose that are available. Now, let's go for the regulatory body. Who's actually regulating these supplements, or these supplements under which umbrella they are placed? In 19, FDA regulate, sorry. In 1994, the Dietary Supplement Health and Educate Act, DSHEA, defined dietary supplement as a category of food, which put them under different regulation than the drug. So basically, in 1994, there was a great shift and movement of these supplements. It was taken out, which it was under the umbrella of FDA. So all the regulation that was implemented in the FDA related to the drugs was also implemented to any dietary supplement. They create another section called DSHEA, and they give it the responsibility to deal with any dietary supplement. You may think this is something related to improvement or to improve the quality or a scientific basis. No. It was mainly political issue because part of the Congress businessman at that time, they forced the Congress, the US Congress, and they create another committee because they were not able to market and even to initiate different product because the regulation in the FDA was very, very tough. And we'll talk about it now. So nutritional, dietary, and herbal supplement manufacturers are not required anymore to run studies to determine the product safety or efficiency. In the US, the FDA does not analyze the content of dietary supplement. So from now on, FDA is not responsible. From now on, FDA is not even responsible to take a random sample or even to check or even to have for an evidence about the safety of this product. So dietary supplement are considered safe until proven unsafe. If I will compare the difference between the dietary supplement and what happened in FDA, no. The drugs are considered unsafe until proven safe. And if you notice, this is what happened recently with respect to the COVID and the vaccination for COVID recently, that between the regulatory body, especially in the FDA, that they were hesitant to give any approval until they have sufficient data or sufficient time to approve the quality or even the safety of any vaccination. So this is what happened. So I'm removing a big load from this company that they need to prove, they need to bring evidence that these supplements are safe, and I'm telling them easy as much as that it is safe until proven it is unsafe. So FDA is not legally responsible for the safety of the dietary supplement. The manufacturer is. The FDA only looks into two reports a problem or safety hazard issue. So this is very important. Dietary supplement is considered a new if it is contain an ingredient not recognized as a food substance unless it was as a part of supplement before October 1994. It is a new. If it is a new, the manufacturer must provide the FDA with a reasonable evidence that the new ingredient is safe before the supplement is marketed to the public. So it's very easy. If I have a new product and I claim that I'm not adding any new ingredient for that product, so immediately I will have the certificate that I can release the product. I don't have to go through the FDA unless if I'm claiming that I have a new product. And there's, by the way, there's a big difference between claiming and writing that into as an ingredient. So claim, I can claim, but if I put it in the ingredient, I have to go through the FDA channel. So the new regulatory body for the supplements now is called Dietary Supplement Health and Educate Act 1994, allow for a product labeling claims as long as it does not diagnose or prevent or treat or cause a specific disease. While a statement must be truthful and not misleading, there is not review or approval from the FDA. As I said before, the manufacturer now is responsible to ensure the product is safe. The manufacturer distribution are not required to record or investigate or forward to the FDA any report of injuries or illness that may be related to their product. So it's big release when you compare it with the FDA regulation. Although it's very dangerous, it's not easy because we'll come to see it now. So the SHA gives the FDA the permission to stop the company from making a dietary supplement, but only when the FDA proves that the product poses a significant risk to health of the American. Although legally, FDA doesn't have the authority to go and investigate unless they have a clinical report from a group of people that they are using that product and they manifested some symptoms or health related issue. So that means that they are found unsafe only after they cause the harm. Okay. So after that, there is some problem that start to appear. But since they become widely available in 1994, the FDA and some independent researchers have found a problem with some of the dietary supplements. They start to have reports, and will take us to the third part of the presentation. We'll present some cases. Kim, did they took the exam or still?
Not yet, Dr. Amjad. Shall I release the poll questions?
Yeah, it will be better because we will see their level before and after. That will be much better.
Sure, I'll release the first question.
We already gave them 2 answers until now. Now that's easy now. Dietary supplement is approved by the FDA or yes or no? Or I don't know. It's not approved by the FDA. No, they are not listening good to me. Okay. The drugs are approved by the FDA. Yes, it's approved by the FDA. Good. Ephedra, effective and safe herbs used for weight reduction. It's one of the main ingredients in the fat burner, by the way, ephedra. It's very common and well known, but I don't know the answer. Is it effective and safe or not? We'll see later. Okay, good. The term natural on supplement product is no guarantee that the product is safe. Yes, true. Can medical supplement replace ergogenic supplements? False, true, only 24 said true, false. Okay, this is a good argument. This is very healthy argument. Yes, good. Maximum dose of protein powder. This is very good. Okay, we are talking about dose, not per day. Okay, good. Recovery meal should be pure protein, pure carbs, carbs and the protein. Good, carbs and the protein, that's good. Safety product stamped with third party. Here the question, can I consider a product that is stamped with a third party safe, or I don't know, or false? True, false, I don't know. It's almost equal between true and false. Criteria of selection of the supplement include safety, effectiveness, A and B. Okay. If you have ergogenic supplement and medical supplement, which one you will use? If they are serving the same purpose, which one you will use? If they are serving the same purpose, which one you would use? Later on, I will ask you why. Not now, later on. Ergogenic 36, medical 55, no difference 9%. Okay, good. Here you can write it on the chat. Are you familiar with the names of the third party? Just write yes or no.
Majority of the answers are no.
Okay, good. So now we'll start, as I said, after 1994, after the big release, and I will call it, to be honest, release, because it was not easy to control the dietary supplement because it was under the umbrella of FDA. So any supplement that you bring it to the market, that it have to go through the evidence, scientific evidence base before you release that product. Yes, I agree with them. We don't have to go exactly like the drugs, but also to remove all the regulation and to make it open, like what's happening today. Even we have same product with different brands. And you can find the same product from the same manufacturer with different brands. So if that brand didn't work this time, they will change the brand name and they will make the same product again and again. So now we'll discuss some safety of the supplement. We'll discuss some of the reports. I like the International Olympic Committee report in 2004. It was very straightforward. And in that report, actually, they mentioned the names of some famous company. Then after that, in the updated report that was published years after that, they removed the name of the companies because it was a legal issue and it was not easy to accept. And that will give you the power and the authority of these companies become wider and bigger. Now, we start with the first report or the first study was done by Green in 2001. He did it on 12 brands were available on the market. He was only checking the labels, what was written in the label. He found that 11 out of the 12 products, they contain less than 90 or 110% of the amount listed on the label. So here they were checking the amount. The amount was not accurate. They were, whether they are going or presenting actually less than that amount or higher. 5 out of the 12 contain at least one of the ingredients which not listed on the label. 2 out of the 12 were missing at least one ingredient listed on the label. We'll come to the other study, but I will not present it here. I will present it in other place. In 2013, in Toronto, also a study was conducted that they were collected 44 herbs. They only focusing on the herbal supplement, and they took the 44 herbal supplement. What they found? They found that, of course, these supplements were sold in Canada. They did the DNA barcoding analysis to investigate this supplement, if that or that herb contained what they claim that is contained. They found that less than half of the supplement, with exact percentage, 48%, contained any of the herbs listed on the label. So actually it does not contain any herbs. It was empty. Or in other words, it only contains fillers, but does not contain the exact herb that was prescribed. Okay? More than half of the supplement contains something wasn't on the label. In addition to that supplement that they found some traces, also it contained fillers. So that's mean the active ingredient or the exact amount that prescribed was not prescribed or what not given. In addition to that, some herbs that they claim that enhance the performance or usually sells itself for men or female, it was containing some drugs. So actually it was not herbs, it was drugs with fillers, and they claim that it is natural herbs. Now let's go and let's move to the why I presented the first two cases, that to show you that all of them under the umbrella of ergogenic supplement or even supplement does not have any evidence. This is the report was conducted in 2004. It's actually a very interesting study. They collected almost 634 different products. It was purchased from 13 countries around the world. These were analyzed to the presence of the steroid hormone and their precursors. They found that 94 supplements, which almost 15% of the total, were shown that contain a prohibited substance. For another 10%, the analysis was not conclusive, but steroid maybe have been present. And when we say steroid hormone, this steroid hormone will not come from the air. It will not fly in the line of the product line, and also will be precipitated or it will be within the product. So when they added, they know that they added. That is close to 1/4 So we are talking almost about 24 of these products. If we go very fast and we look where were the location of these products mainly, we found that 26 of these products were contaminated. And I will tell you, when they are using in their report contaminated because it is safety and it can even legally accepted, because contaminated does mean that it may happen like a cross-contamination. It didn't add any purpose. This is also for their safety. So they said 26 of these product, or 26 from the product that bought from Netherlands or collected from Netherlands, it was contaminated. 19% of the product that collected from US was contaminated with the steroid hormone. 19% of the product that also collected from UK was contaminated. These products include vitamins, mineral, and protein. And the contamination, by the way, it was not limited only to steroid hormone. Part of this product also was contaminated with E. coli, which is enterobacterase. That will give you an indicator about the quality of the production of these products, that they don't have the same quality. Another study was conducted. This is a review for even the doping, but in this review, they collected different type of studies. I like the first part of the study here. In the first study part in South Africa, they already investigated some of these products that it was contaminated with the steroid hormone, and they run a study and they give it for athletes. They collected 5 male athletes, and they already informed them that, of course, they were not professional athletes, because that it will be for their safety. And they give them these supplement, and they monitor the response and of this supplement on the blood. They found that these supplements start to appear in the blood after 2 hours. Of course, the percentage was increasing. The steroid hormone level was increased, but it did not increase to the level that it will be reached to the bounded. And after 36 hours of the consuming of the supplements, this level reached to the maximum, although this supplement was contaminated in micrograms. That will give you an indicator that how much you can easily detect the anti-doping within a V, even if I consume it in a very minor amount. The other study done by Burns 2006, also he collected almost 103 products in the local market there, and he confirmed that 20% of these products were contaminated with the steroid hormones and were contaminated with the precursors for the steroid hormone. So we're not only talking about the steroid anymore, it's the steroid and the precursor, because even in the manufacturing, they are becoming creative. They don't have to give you directly the steroid hormone, but also they can initiate a product that promote the steroid hormone to the level it can be detected. Okay. The same thing, this is another study, was done in 2014. Now they use the GCMC. It's also, the detection level is very high in the chromatography here. And they found that out of the 23 product, out of the 24, sorry, it was contaminated. That will give you 96% of these products were contaminated. Kohler et al. In 2010, also he did a study, and he found 3 out of 11 products it was contaminated of the steroid hormone. There is also another study. In this study, they give different type of steroid hormone. They give the precursor here, but they give it in a different amount and different level, and they found that even with the minor 5 microgram level of the steroid hormone, it will increase the level of the steroid hormone in the urine, but it won't be out of the range. But if you give 10 microgram or nanogram, sorry, not microgram, nanogram of the steroid hormone, it will reach to the maximum level, and it can be detected, and it won't be acceptable by WADA. So that also gives you the minor amount and the high response. Now, my question, or the question, why these companies they tend to give or put steroid hormones. I'm doing marketing here. If you look at most of the young athletes or anyone who claimed that he's athletes, even if you look at the soccer player, all of them, actually they are not looking in the performance as in a form of power or in form of time, or in form that they will reduce the time, or even they will increase their power or they improve their quality of physical activity. They are looking at only one picture, that they need to increase their muscles. And here muscle doesn't mean that I need to increase it in a form of lean body mass. I need only to have the shape and to have the six packs, to have the biceps, the triceps, to be look bulky. So this steroid hormone, actually, yes, it will increase the growth hormone. It will activate the insulin-like growth factors. Yes, it will increase the cell division, but this is not only the end of the story. Also, it will increase the water retention inside these cells. So when I have a bulky appearance and bulky shape, doesn't mean necessarily that I am powerful or my strength was increased. No. Yes, I increase the number of cell division and increase, but also I increase the water retention. So I look bulky. This is why after the course effectiveness will end, this bulky muscle will shrink again. So this is why most of the athletes will go again and again. But now there is a big difference. If you are a soccer player, you don't have to look bulky. You don't have to look like a bodybuilder to do well in your game. The same thing in case of basket. The same case of doing. I'm involving in marathon or ultrathlon or even kickboxing or any act. Actually, by exercise, you will have more muscles. You will have more power. But the main issue that they are looking for it, not the power, they are looking for the appearance and the body shape. And this is usually what happens. So that will give me an indicator that it's easily to detect these ergogenic aids, especially the steroid hormone, because it can be detectable and easily it can be managed and detectable. Now, as we mentioned in the exam, we have ephedra. Ephedra was legal and accepted, but it was banned from the FDA because there is a lot of reports, and these reach out more than one or almost 155 deaths, over 16,000 side effects in addition to the side effects. So it was banned in April 2004. It is banned. But you know, if you go and check the ingredient of fat burner that available in the market, and I'm sorry to say that even in our market here, you will find ephedra is the main ingredient. So fat burner, some type of Chinese tea, some type of herbs available in the market here. If you go to the China market here, you will find they sell these ephedra. It is effective in terms of weight loss, but also it increases the palpitation, increase the heart rate, increase everything, even increase the dumping syndrome and the diarrhea symptoms. All of that, this is how it is worked to reduce the body weight. It is very dangerous. This is why even for me, if I'm a sport nutritionist and I'm involving, is not only the issue here just to read what is the name of the company, whether this company is famous or unknown, because many athletes, when I work with them and even many professionals in the setting, they're only running for the famous company. No, if I'm professional, I will not only go for the name of the company. I need also to have to check the ingredient to make sure, because at the end, it will be my own responsibility. I'm the one who's responsible about giving the approval to use these supplement, and the athletes will come to me. So it's not legal anymore. This is and this is the study that showed that it is effective in terms of weight reduction. But as I said, I don't want to lose weight in the same time I'm losing my life. Now, this is something also, I will say this extra about the protein bars. How we can define a protein bar? How we can say, what is the criteria to say that this is a protein bar or not a protein bar? If you can write on the chat, please. As a sport nutritionist, as a nutritionist, as anyone work in the field, what is the criteria that you can tell this is a protein bar or not a protein bar? Yes, Kim, did you receive any answer or?
Yes, Dr. Amjad. So they were saying high protein content, high protein, low fat, low carb, ratio of protein, more than 12 grams of protein.
Good. Can you be more specific, because you are the professional here? So give me, if you will talk about the ratio, give me what are the ratios. If you will talk about the grams, like our colleague that she mentioned that it's 12 grams, please tell me what is exactly the amount.
1.3 ratio, protein content compared to carbs and fat, 5 to 10 grams of
1.3.
protein. Yes.
And the protein and carbs, and how much the gram?
5 to 10 grams of protein.
5 to 10. Okay, good.
Contain around 20% protein and low carb.
20% of protein. Okay.
It should has 12 to 25 grams of protein.
Good, 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 good. Now we'll start. Now we'll start. Now, a pure protein bar should high in protein, low in carbs or meal replacement, which fit the Atkins diet. But usually there is many definition for the protein bars. One of them, they said the ratio or the range of the protein should be, or the count of the protein should be from 15 to 35 grams. That's fine. But I cannot rely on that without looking on the other side, without looking at the carbs content also. Because if I have 15 grams and they have 30-gram carbs, or I have more carbs than the protein, it won't call as a protein bar. It can be called as energy bar. This is the main difference between. So I will go for a content from 15 to 35 with the ratio with carbs at least 1:1. At least 1:1 protein to carbs. Even if the protein higher, that also fine. But if the carbs higher, it won't call the protein bar, even if it is content 15 to 35. And I will tell you why. Okay. During my work with one of the clubs here in Emirates, I received an email from a company that they are selling their protein bars, and they presented this product as protein bars. Let's go through this product one by one. The first one called the Pure Protein Bar. The second one, Wider Protein. The third one, Protein Plus. Myoplex Carbens. Myoplex Deluxe. It's a non-company. Myoplex or Myoplex Light. They sell it, all of them, as a protein bar. Now, what I need from you, you have 3 minutes. I want you to tell me, classify them as a protein bar, say this is a protein bar, this is not, protein yes, no, and tell me why. So you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even you can put in the chat the name of this product and you can tell us. You have 3 minutes. Tell me, I make it easy to you that you can decide in very fast way whether these products are really protein bars or not protein bars, and why.
Dr. Amjad, we're receiving responses.
Yes. Let's start first with the pure protein bar. Is it a protein bar or not? Yes or no, Shabab? I can consider it as a protein bar since the ratio is very close, almost 1-to-1 between carbohydrate and the protein. And actually the amount of protein is high and the ratio between carbs and protein almost 1-to-1. When I go to wider protein, the amount of protein is 20 grams. That's good, that's fine, within the range. But when I compare it with the amount of carbohydrate, no, the amount of carbohydrate will be higher. So it will be energy bar rather than a protein bar because the amount of carbohydrate is higher. Even if the percentage of protein is high, but it did not reach 1-to-1. When I go to the protein plus, I will find the amount and the ratio between the carbohydrate and protein almost the same, or it is actually the same. So I can call it a protein bar. When I go to myoplex carbonase, the protein is 28 grams, the carbohydrate 24. Yes, the protein is satisfying the range of amount for the protein and is satisfying the ratio. So I can easily say myoplex carbonase as a protein bar. When I go to myoplex deluxe, this is a well-known company, I will say it. It's 30-gram protein with a 12-gram protein. So the ratio is here 48. So almost the ratio you are talking about 2-to-1. So yes, I can call it protein bar. But when you go to the light, although it's the same company, the ratio here will be different. They did not reduce the amount of carbohydrate here. They put a 28-gram carbohydrate with compared with 15-gram carbohydrate protein. So the ratio almost 2 carbohydrate to 1 protein. So I will not call it a protein bar. It will be an energy bar rather than a protein bar. Okay, so this is very important when I'm planning to take, if there is a need to take a protein bar and I will define it as a protein bar, I need to check the amount of the protein first, then I need to check the ratios. Because if the amount is satisfying and the ratio is not satisfying, it won't be called a protein bar anymore. Okay? Moreover, they did a study about the quality of this product. A study done in 2001 by the Consumer Labels in US studied out the content of 30 nutrition bars. These include protein bars, energy bar, diet bar, meal replacement bars. Over 60% of the bars failed to meet their labeling claims, which means over 18 out of 30 bar tested made false claims on the labeling. So only 1 out of 12 protein bar pass. Only 1 out of 12 that they claim that it's 12 protein bar, only 1 it is passed and they have a certificate that it is actually, it can be called as a protein bar. 1 out of the 8 meal replacement bar was also given the certificate, or they confirmed that it is a meal replacement bar. 4 out of 10 diet bar pass. All the 5 bars that did not specify anything, it was passed. 4 out of 5 energy bars were also passing. What is the main issue in these bars? And that also will give you the quality of the nutrition in your science. The biggest killer was the amount of carbs being reported in the protein bars. Most of it wasn't stated that in the labeling. 15 of the nutrition bar exceeded their claims of amount of carbs. One self-claimed low carbohydrate bar with 2 grams only. However, actually it was containing 22 grams of carbs. Why? How can this be happen? Glycerin, according to the FDA, glycerin, if you remember, yes, I have fatty acid that is containing glycerol and the free fatty acid. Glycerin, it's a water soluble. The energy yield is give 4.1 calorie. According to the FDA, is classified as carbohydrate. It does not classify as fat. It is classified as carbohydrate. On the average, the nutrition were not counting glycerol as a carbohydrate. It was claimed as a fat. So that will change. Okay, that will make a big change, that will give you a misleading, because no one actually was double checking, or even they have to report to any professional body or regulatory body about their labeling. They can put the labels and they put it as it is, and that's it. Okay. In addition to that, 7 nutrition bar contain 2 to 3 times labeled amount of sodium. That will give you high amount of sodium. 2 protein bars exceed the label amount of fat, and this, as I said, it will be acceptable or expected. 4 had a higher than labeled saturated fatty acid. Although the amount of calorie were all listed corrected, the sources of calorie were not labeled corrected. They were hiding some calories actually coming from carbohydrate. Okay, a pure protein bar can be used as a high protein, low carbohydrate, and low fat. Okay, that we mentioned that before. Also, here we have some reports that they are warning about some product that they claim that it effective in terms of weight management and reducing. The main idea of this reports, that after the removal of these products from the umbrella of the FDA, yes, although they create a new umbrella for them, but they have many reports, and it's become uncontrolled. Until now, we have many reports related to the steroid hormone and the health issue about these product in term, or the hygiene about these product in term of what? In term of Escherichia coli and other product. So most of the studies reported at least 25% of the available product in the market, it is contaminated with the steroid hormone. When I say contaminated, as I mentioned before, it will not come in by the air, it won't be fly. That actually you know exactly what you are adding as a company. I will talk about a client. For me as a client, if I want to buy a product and I'm aiming to improve my performance in terms of shape, to be bulky and to have a big muscle mass, I will check with my friends which product actually that improve and decrease your muscle mass. Like what's happening now, that although growth hormone, it is well known that as illegal, but unfortunately, most of the players and most of the athletes, they are running and looking for this product. Although they are ready to buy it with big amount of money, and they know most of the time that it is not effective or it is contaminated, but they want to take it. Okay, so that will add a bigger pressure on me as a sport nutritionist. And according here to UE regulation, it's become my responsibility. If I prescribe or even I advise the athlete, or I recommend that in the club, it will be my own responsibility at the end to find a way to justify why I use it. It's not acceptable anymore to say that it's already available in the local market. Yes, it is already available in the more local market, but you are the one who is telling your player to take it. So yes, I need to find alternative way. What are the alternative way? Because we have many cases, we have many reports, we have even here in UAE, in the local, in the Arabian Gulf League about the soccer, we have many reports about the doping test, and most of the players, they claim and they reported that they already took it from the local markets. Even the recent case, what happened, they claim that the one that who's in charge about the nutrition, he gave it to them. Or the one who's claiming that he's not a nutritionist, by the way, he already prescribed and recommended that drug, or allow me to say that supplement to this player. And this is a big case because, yes, I agree with the players that it was not individual case from them, because that club, we are talking about 3 to 4 players, they were having a positive test related to the doping test. Now let's move on and see what are the alternatives and what are the possible alternatives now is become available to solve that issue. Okay, Bismillah. Dietary and ergogenic supplement manufacturing guidelines for dietary and ergogenic supplement. Here I'm putting both the dietary and ergogenic supplements. As I said, there is a third partner or a third party that involved. They took the lead and they said it's actually private companies, but they said that we are doing like a quality assurance for the product. But it's not only about documentation like good manufacturing practice or HACCP, although HACCP is very effectiveness, but HACCP also looking for some certain area. They said also we'll look for the doping test. So whenever WADA, they are putting any ingredient as a doping test, we will check, we'll take that product and we'll check the safety of this product. And they will sign a contract with these companies that they have the right, the legal right to enter anytime. It's like the doping regulation. If I'm an athlete, they have the right anytime, anywhere to pick me, even when there is a competition or there is no competition, to pick me and take a urine or even sometime blood and urine sample. Okay? They have the right to access the factory anytime to take a sample from the final product, from the raw material. Also, as a company, you need to provide them about more details about from where you are bringing your raw material. Also, they need also to have an access for this raw material, or even at least on the reception of this raw material. Also, they have the right to go and to take sample for investigation. And also they have the right to publish these results on their website. So even this third party doesn't only give you the guarantee that if I have approval from this company that it will be forever. No, they will give you that they did the inspection on that date and they give you the certificate according to that. Then they have the right to go for another inspection. Also, they are opening and they are doing like a follow-ups, like a claims. Here, the claims they don't have legally to go through it, but also they take the claims and the reports to double check if they need to go for double checking these products again. Okay, here also for vitamins and minerals, we have some steps used in US. It's good manufacturing practice. This is very good for me if I'm looking for a quality product in terms of vitamins and herbs. And in terms of active ingredient, I will go for any stamp with good manufacturing practice. Also with USB, also or Pharmacia. This is much better. Also that will give me that these products are with high quality and I can rely on this product. We'll come to the ergogenic ads now. When I come to the ergogenic, as I said, there is a third party. Sorry. There is a third party. I'm following with the third party regulation. I'm taking out. It is a quality assurance program for sport and nutrition products suppliers to the sport and nutrition industry and the supplement manufacturing facility. It is a monitoring program that certifies that the supplement product or the raw material that bears the informed choice logo has been skip lot tested and at least 1 month on monthly basis. So that will give me a quality assurance. This is companies available in UK and it's very widely choice or a trusted choice. It's available in the product. So if I want to buy a product, I will go. I already put the website here. You can click on the website and you can put the name of the product that you want to check about it. Or let's say that I will put, let's say, whey protein. And I will check what are the available products here that it has the certificate. Okay. So they will give me the brand name and the product available here that it is undergoing the third party. We have Muscle MB, it's a known company. Also, we have the On. We have also the Isohydrate. It's also a well-known company and the product is approved. Let's click here by a third party. And this is for Dr. Shadi. to show that this product is approved by the third party. ISO 100 hydroxylate clean protein powder. It will give you when that product was certificate. It's in 5th May 2019. Date of withdrawal, they took the sample. Also another one, it's 2000 April 24, and this is almost 1 month. They will give you the dates when they took these tests and when they performed. Okay, so this is why if I will take this product and I will recommend it, it's not only just easy as it is that you will say that it's approved by the third party, khalas, let's go and take it. No, I have to go to check the website to make sure. This is, I will be very frank, this is a very legal issue to protect myself, because it's not easy and acceptable like before to prescribe any supplement and you think it will be acceptable and easygoing and no harm will happen. No, it may happen. It may happen. Doesn't mean that your product you are prescribed that may cause the problem, but also from legal point that you need to show, you need to document what are the medication, what are the supplements they are giving to the players. If I have international players and they are, for example, like what happened here, four clubs in EU League, they were participating in Asian Champion League. Each player, they have to take their passport, not only the passport by the government, it's called the sport passport. In the sport passport, they have to write all the medication that are prescribed for the players and in addition to the supplement. In addition to the anthropometric measurement for the players and the biochemical test, everything. But for me, one work in the medical setting, medical clinical there, when I will write the supplement. I can also justify this supplement, whether it is medical supplement or even ergogenic supplement. I can be in the safe side and I can argue about this supplement. Argument in terms that, wallah, these supplements are available in the local market and why it is given the access. No, that won't be acceptable anymore. Actually, no. They will tell you, usually you are the professional one. You are the one who should guide the players and tell the players whether they can take it or not. Okay? And even for the players, it will be very harmful for them because they can ban them, at least ban them 1 year, 2 years, or like what happened in some cases, 3 years. And you know, the lifespan of the player is not like that they can play all their time. No, there is a limited time. This is also one of the reports. When I'm entering any ingredient, I need to check. They will give me also a recent update. If there is any update by the WADA or any product that I have to be careful about it, not only the product, even the ingredient. This is why in the website also you have alternative. You can go to the ingredient if you want to double check any ingredient. If I found, let's say I found a product in the market and they are claiming that it has a unique ingredient, I want to double check. I go to the third party, to this company, the trust, and I can double check their product. Now, this is one of the products, Isolate. Also, it's give me the dates, everything, all the information, and give me the certificate of that product. Also, they have other product like Bakri product. And this is something recently we start to see it in Dubai, particularly that we have some companies in Dubai or some restaurants, they are claiming that they are presenting Bakri product, like in Dubai Mall, they are presenting popcorn with amino acid, the Bakri cheese, whatever they are adding amino acid. We will discuss that in the other section, but be careful. I cannot guarantee that I will take amino acid that is supposed to be taken like a milkshake with the non-heat temperature and use it under packing and said I will use the same quality of the product. I cannot use the product anyway and I add it without regulation. This is why I did the workshop with Dubai Municipality, and actually they were very kind to invite me and discuss the regulation. And I was surprised about the amount of restaurant there in Dubai, and we discussed even the acceptable amount of the protein because they cannot use, and we'll discuss that in the coming lectures about what is the recommended amount per day not only per dose, per day, as a ready form, or let's say ergogenic supplement, or even medical supplement in terms of protein, and what are the difference between them. So this is a product they were using here, according to what they claim. They were using, look at about the ingredient. They use a blended hydrolyzed collagen, milk protein isolate, egg white, contain egg milk. If I look at the amount of the protein on the product, this contains 14 gram, and the serving size is almost 1 ounce, 30 gram. In order to achieve that amount of high amount of protein, they put white protein, which is almost pure protein, whey protein of protein, and also they added milk protein isolate, which is a powder, which also consider an extra amount of protein. But as I said, they are aiming here to give the amount of increase the amount of protein. And if you look here, the amount of carbohydrate is below than 1 gram as they claim. Okay. A second company, or the second, third companies, we have plenty now. The number of companies that are increasing, but these are the old known companies that until now they are trusted, because there's a famous companies in the ergogenic supplement. They keep banded every time when they are updating their product, and this is the good things of this company. Banned Substance Control Group work with supplement brands and ingredient suppliers and manufacturer facilities. Also, they are give you the same way. They give you the, here also, they give you a plenty of a classification for them. And even you can click anyone and you can check the ingredient, you can check the product availability. The third company, which is also well known, is the NSF. Also, we have a big brand here in UAE. Most of the brands actually are logo with or certified with NSF and trusted the sport. Also, you can double check here. You can enter and you can double check, and you can check about this product and third party. Okay, that will give you a relief. That will give you a big relief about this product. But again, the main issue here, yes, it will give me a big relief. It will give me a big support that these products are at least certified by the third party, but it also requires from me that I have to check every time. And be careful. Be careful. They are not responsible. Yes, they can put the logo, but also you're responsible to check about the batch number and even to check about the product itself. Let's say when I say about ISO 100, I have, let's say about MB company, I will talk about it. Okay, it's a big company, own company, it's a big company. Doesn't mean that all their product that it will be certified. So you have to be careful. Even if my athlete, they will ask me, I have to be very specific. I cannot answer them. This is why when they ask me, I ask them, send me the picture, send me the logo, send me the ingredients, send me all the information. Then I have to see the product physically to double check. I can check exactly and in very fast way about the product and the safety of that product, because they can't copy the logo here, because unfortunately, this is what I say. You don't have the quality assurance even with this company, because this company, they can also manufacture, but let us trust the process. The third partner company will give me a big relief. I'm not all our product, unfortunately, that available in the local market, it is approved by a third party. No. Yes, we have a good number now recently. In the past, I will tell you, before 10 years ago, it was very rare and very dangerous to prescribe, and even it was not easy for us. Recently, we start to go for trusted product, and NSF product that's certified, which is good, help us somehow. But again, you need to double check every time you are running or checking this product. Now, my question, if you trust the third party 100%, and you trust it for your athletes. And I'm giving, let's say, branchyne amino acid or whey protein. Okay, we'll discuss about the difference between them in next presentation. Whey protein. And you have a client in the hospital, or you have a case. Don't tell me it's not similar. There is similarity. And you have a case. Do you trust to give that product for your client or not? Because we receive many questions even from the athletes. They have family, they have the health issue, they are under tube feeding. They say, why we cannot give enteral feeding for this by using this product? What is your answer here? Do you trust it as a clinical dietitian, a clinical nutritionist, or a nutritionist, or even working in the field of sport? And I need also the answer on the opposite side. What do you think are the differences, if there is a differences between them? Can we open the discussion through the mic if anyone want to discuss this? Is it possible?
Sure, Dr. Amjad. All the participants just raised your hand. Anyone would like to speak, then we will open the microphone.
Yes, please. Yeah, it will be much better to discuss it in a safe way. Yeah. Yes, anyone want to say anything?
Yes, Ms. Hala, you can open your microphone.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I would just say that I would not give it to like a hospitalized patient, because these ergogenics, they don't have the studies done on them like the other enteral supplements from the known companies.
Perfect. But you know that they use all the claims. They use all the claims that built for a clinical patient. I can tell you that the branch amino acid, when they claim about their quality, they were using clinical cases about patients that they are in burns and they have a negative nitrogen balance, and they proved that by giving by giving a branchyne amino acid, and they were improving and correcting the nitrogen balance. So even with the third party, you will not approve it like this. You will not accept it.
No.
Okay, let me ask you a question now. If I ask you, sorry, we catch you, Hala, because you are the one volunteer. Now, if you are in a position that, and you receive an athlete, he came to visit you and ask you, Allah, Hala, I need your advice. I need you to, I need a protein. That's it. I'm not eating well. I need a protein. Which protein you will prescribe for him?
It depends on his activity level. If he's like very athletic and he needs extra protein, because usually I go for the natural protein sources.
Yeah, he doesn't need natural now. If you tell him natural, he will leave you immediately.
Okay, then
He's not eating well. Yeah,
I'm not knowledgeable about the protein powders. I would go with the basic protein
whey. Let me ask you, can I know where you are working, your place, if you don't mind? Is it okay?
Yeah, I'm working in a clinical practice, private clinic, the All England practice.
In UAE or outside?
Yeah, in UAE.
Good. Now, in case of cases here, and they don't want, or they are not eating well, and you will prescribe for them a protein, which protein you will prescribe for your client? Doesn't have to be an athlete.
What do you mean they are not eating well?
They are not eating well. They are not, for example, their food intake below than 50% or even 60%, and you found their protein intake is low.
Yeah,
and they
then no,
don't
I
have
would.
enough appetite to eat.
Okay.
And the bottom line, Hala, we need to listen to you what you are giving in terms of supplement. That's it.
Not in terms of nuts and yogurt and natural foods.
That's it. You will limit it for natural foods.
Yeah, because
That's
I don't
good.
know. I don't know the other.
Yeah. Thank you, Hala. Shukran, Hala. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can we hear another opinion also? Hajar Sinani, good to hear
Hi,
from
good
you.
evening.
Good evening.
How, I want to answer this question about the protein supplement because I have been giving for my patient. So today I have more information about this, but for now I'm giving my patient from Abbott the Ensure Protein Max and also Nada Greek yogurt.
You're giving
protein.
it for who? For clinical cases or
No,
for
not
what?
the clinical, for the patients who are not eating enough protein, only outpatient.
Why?
For usually gaining muscle
Why you go
mass.
for max?
Sorry?
Or why you go for companies, for example? Why you go for medical supplement?
They have low protein intake, and it's also plus for post gastric sleeve.
Yes. Actually, it's one of the procedure. Yes, it's one of the procedure. Yeah, it's one of the procedure that you need to give them protein, and their food intake is very low. Yes, this is great. This is great. This is fine. Yeah, but why you went for max?
I think because I'm only dealing with Abbott, that's why for now.
I thought because the protein content is high or
yeah, I
something
saw
like that.
the protein
You want
content
me
is
to give you
very
the
good.
answer?
No, also the vitamins, minerals content is very good.
Yes.
Yeah, because I looked before for the nutrition facts, and the carb content, fat is very low compared to other protein supplements.
Yeah, good. This is what my aim. My aim as a clinical nutritionist or dietitian or even practicing a clinical, yes, our main target to go for the natural food, but we'll go through it when we come to the recovery meal or with athletes or even with the specific cases like what Hajar she mentioned. Sometimes it's too difficult. Sometimes I reach to the level in a clinical setting that they need to take a supplement, not because yes, they want to take and they need the supplement because sometimes the natural food will not help or will not serve them, or even they will not able to eat it. Although we should promote go for natural food, and we can also do another. We can do another rule. We can even utilize the natural food. This is for Hala in a way that it can be given as a shake, and I can utilize part of the supplement to add it within that shake. So I can do both of them. Okay, so I don't have to go 100%. And this is what we will discuss it later or next time about what is the maximum routine that I can give. But in case of Hajar with gastric sleeve and this patient or this client, in other words, this is the correct word. Yes, for sure, I need to give a product and high quality product and reliable product. And this is my keyword. As I told you before, it's become a legal issue. When I'm using a product like a medical supplement or health-related product, and that product is used in a clinical setting, and it has the approval from health sector, not from economy or Ministry of Business or economy like the other supplements, okay, because they don't go under the umbrella of health. It make a big difference for me. In the same time, I will be in the safe side because I have all the studies, and I'm sure that the study is not biased or not sponsored by a certain company, like what happened that there is some changes or change in the data. Okay, so I think I'm not sure. We can go for another presentation, or you need to give the space for Abbott or what?
We can go to your next presentation. We can take the Abbott at the end of your presentation.
Good. Yes. Okay, we'll talk about some of the product now here. But as I told you, I will go for the safety. But let's go in very fast way to present this. So I'm sharing my screen. Don't be surprised if not organized. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the dietary ergogenic supplement protein intake for healthy athletes individual. We'll not go through the definition of protein that is contained two groups, carboxyl and amino groups. We have almost 20 amino acids, 9 of them they were essential. This is all known. But we'll go about how we classify the protein, how protein quality are determined as a nutritionist. We have many issues that we can use the protein to determine the quality of the protein. We have the protein efficiency ratio. We have a biological value for the protein. If it is essential, we have net protein utilization. We have protein digestibility. And this is the table that I want to come and bring it to you, that here we are comparing different quality of the protein. We are checking the quality of the protein in terms of protein efficiency ratio. We compare it with the reference, and here the casein is the reference. We compare it with the biological value. We compare it with the net protein utilization. We compare it with the protein digestibility corrected amino acid score. If we start with the beef, the protein efficiency ratio is 2.9, which is high. Casein, the reference, 2.5. Milk, 2.5. Of course, egg is highest, 3.9. Peanuts, 1.8. Soy protein, 2.2. Wheat gluten, the lowest, 0.8. Whey protein is the highest, compared with casein, compared with milk, compared even with beef, 3.2. So the highest one, all of them, they are high quality. If I will compare whey with milk, with casein, the three of them, they are the main ingredient. So whey, number 1, milk and casein, they are number 2. But put in your mind, even the milk is high quality. With the biological value, beef 80, casein 77, milk 91 is highest, whey protein 104. 2 for whey protein again. Milk is the second, or it's still number 2, compared with the casein, because biological value for casein 77. For the net protein utilization, we have casein 76, we have milk 82 highest, we have whey protein 92. So again, whey protein is number 1 until now, milk number 2, casein number 3. When I go to the protein digestibility corrected amino acid, which is very, very, very important also for me, I will go for casein 1, milk 1, and whey protein 1. So at the end, when I look at them, all of them, when I look at them, when I look at them, all of them, I found whey protein is number 1. All of them, they are high quality. They are top, but the topest is whey protein number 1, milk and casein number 3. When I say milk, I can use also the milk. The milk, which also give me a high quality protein. Yes, the ratio here is different, but compared with carbohydrate and water content. But here I'm talking about the protein within the milk. And this is most of the product, most of the medical supplemental product, most of the ergogenic product, they are using the whey protein from the milk, although some companies now from the ergogenic, they start to use the soybean protein also to add it. But if I will compare the soy protein as you compare it here, let's compare it with milk directly. Soy protein compared with milk in terms of protein efficiency is 2.2, compared with biological value 74, compared with 91. When I compare it with the unit protein utilization is 61, less than the milk. The digestibility and the other is good, it is 1, okay? But as compared with whey protein with milk is less, but the amount of the protein within it is very high. Whey protein, it is available. I have different forms of whey proteins according to the drying system that I can use it. Whey protein, it can be added not only to be used to manufacture the ergogenic aids and also to manufacture the medical product. Also, it can be added in bakery product, but in different forms. It has good potential here. I will show you that I have a different variety of whey protein, this different variety of whey protein according to the drying system and drying way that I'm using it. I have whey protein powder. So when I'm checking the ingredient that I can find it as a powder, sometimes they sell it as a concentrate, sometimes they sell it as isolate. These terms, I need to understand what are the difference between them. Then I will tell you, when I go to the product, it will make a difference or not. Now, whey protein powder, it has several different varieties, including sweet whey, acid whey, demineralized whey protein, which is also can be added in infant formula. Also, we have another form that it can be used in bakery product. So which means that it's not the same bakery product and it's not the same product available in the market. I can take it and they say, well, I will use it for baking and I will make cheese, or I will make popcorn from it. No, this is not the right way. We have whey protein concentrate. The processing of whey concentrate remove the water, lactose, ash, and sun, and will give you the concentrated form. This is when I'm using the concentrated form. Whey protein isolate are processed protein sources available in the whey. Let's also remove the water content. When I compare between them, look, the protein content of whey protein is ranged from 11 to 14.5. Whey protein concentrate, it will increase from 25 to 89. Whey isolate, I will reduce the amount of water more, it will be 90%. But when I'm using them in a product and I'm looking at the product, even if he will tell me, well, it's isolated whey protein, he will not give me 90%. He will give a certain. So when I said that I'm using whey protein, yes, I'm using whey protein and it will give me high amount of protein. The same thing, the concentrate, because all of them, they will put it in a powder and they will put fillers. So at the end, I have to take a specific serving size. It will not make a difference for me because I will take it in terms of a gram of protein, whether I'm taking 10 grams. If it is whey protein, it is 10 grams of whey protein with the same amount. The difference will be within the product if they adding sugar. Some of these products, they are add sugar like a sucrose. Some of them, most of them, they are using artificial sweeteners because, you know, one of the side effects of the protein is the bitter taste. In order to overcome that, they add artificial sweeteners. Yes, there is a difference between them, but if I'm using the powder form, they will, and the serving size will be almost the same with the same quantity without any difference between them. Okay. Casein is another product also available in the market. Sometimes they are using casein. It is good, but you say when we compare it with the whey protein will take number one compared with the casein. In addition, we have another issue with casein. As much the casein will increase, the cord formation will increase, and the constipation can be one of the side effects of the high casein intake. You have to take that in consideration. In recent years, the athletes, they start to use the colostrum. Yes, colostrum is good in terms of the immune system, improve. Yes, it's contain high amount of insulin-like a growth factor that can promote the growth hormone, but did not show that any evidence that it will improve the quality of the performance of them or the athletes, unless they are adding also extra insulin-like growth factor that will promote and stimulate the growth hormone. Now, this is the very important point. International Society for Sport and Nutrition position state the position. And this our reference. We use it when we want to go and check the amount of the protein that require. We want to check the quality of the athletes in terms of nutrition. So International Society Sport Institute is our references, and they said An acute exercise stimulate particularly especially the resistance exercise will and the protein ingestion will promote and stimulate the protein synthesis. The muscle protein synthesis, this is what also will mentioned in the recovery meal. It can be stimulated by two things, by doing exercise, so the rate of synthesis will be high, and by giving high amount of protein. So both of them, they have to be involved. Okay, for positive muscle protein balance, an overall daily protein intake should be ranged from 1.4 to 2 grams per kilogram body weight. It will be sufficient. This is the, let's say, the general or the well-known amount of the protein is given. However, higher protein intake are recommended from 2.3 to 3.1 may be needed to maximize the retention of lean body muscle mass during the hypocaloric period. يعني no one come, I don't want anyone to come later to me and say, Wallah, Amjad, I'm giving 3 grams of protein or 2.5 gram proteins for my athletes. No, this is not the right one. This is in case of my players, they are going through hypocaloric diet. In general terms, in Arabic, they call it tanshif. If they want to reduce their fat, they want to reduce the amount of carbohydrate to increase the muscle mass, here I will give more protein. Giving more protein here, not only just to maintain the muscle mass, and also part of the protein will not be used for sparing. So I will use part of the protein to cover the energy requirement. Although in terms from nutritional point, I will increase the level of the protein, but also I will also increase the level of carbohydrate. I will not give it like what they are doing now in the practical way, that they are giving very low amount of carbohydrate. No, I need to maintain it. There is no novel evidence that suggests that higher protein intake above than 3 grams per kilogram per day maybe have a positive effect on the body composition in the resistant training individual. Promote loss of fat loss, or to compensate for the other macronutrients. As I said, when I give more than 2.5, here I'm giving to compensate for other. If I'm reducing from the carbohydrate or fat, I will give more protein. And this is the very important point. Recommendation regarding the optimal protein intake per serving for athletes to maximize the muscle protein synthesis are mixed and are dependent upon the recent resistance exercise stimulant, which mean the best way to promote and maximize the muscle protein synthesis, that you need to do it after the exercise. And when we'll discuss the recovery meal next time, I will tell you exactly which time. Why? Because you are the body, all the body under stress, all the enzymes in the body are on the maximum level. So I guarantee I have to work in two ways. I need to stimulate the body in a way that I'm pushing the body to the maximum, and in the same time, I need to give more protein, but not only protein, okay? So generally, recommendation are 0.25 gram of high quality protein per kilogram body weight should be recommended, from 20 to 40 grams. And this is the maximum dose if I will give it in terms of synthetic form per day. It should be from 20 to 40 grams. And even the dose, if I'm doing the exercise, like most of our players, they are doing the heavy resistance exercise or the main training session one time. If they are doing it 2 times, I need to check which is the best, and I can divide it, by the way. But in the same time, there is a recommendation that the amount of the leucine, also we'll discuss it next time because I will show you the leucine-alanine pathway, that should contain at least from 700 to 3,000 milligram, which means from 0.7 to 3 gram of leucine in that product, okay? And also, I can divide the amount of the protein into every 3 to 4 hours. In this case, I can do maintenance if I'm doing small training every day, every time. So I can divide the dose in 3 or 4 times. So I can give 10 gram, 10 gram, 10 gram every time. But as I said, and we'll explain it more. Protein alone will not help you. So I need to give a protein plus carbohydrate because I want to spare the protein to be used for the muscle. I don't want to be a protein to be used part of the energy. It won't be efficient. Rapidly digested protein that contain high proportion of essential amino acid and adequate leucine are most effective in stimulating the MBC, the muscle protein synthetic. So this is one of the criteria I have to check also for my product. Athletes should not consider focusing on the whole food sources of the protein that contain all the essential amino acid. In other words, I will not rely totally on the supplement. I will do a mix. But after the exercise and after the heavy exercise, the best option to go for a supplement, it will be much better. And here also will help me more with the medical supplement, because if you look at the medical supplement, everything is balanced. So they are not only providing amino acid, they are providing amino acid, they are providing minerals, they are providing vitamins, and all of them with is a controlled dose. And this is the safety issue for me. I don't need a mega dose. I don't want you to give me amount of a protein, let's say 10 grams of protein, then you are giving me a mega doses of vitamins and minerals. That will not help me. I need to look at the whole picture, not only one area of the picture, okay? This is the end. Next time, we'll go for the recovery meal. We'll go for different product available. We'll go for a case study. It will be, let's say, it will help you a little bit, but I need your interaction more and more and more, because next time we'll present a product, different product, and I will ask you to do like an evaluation form and the scoring system to tell me, maybe we can share with them this sheet, Kim, for the next time. Can we have it on the chat that we can share it with them for next time to do the scoring, and we can discuss it with them later on?
Sure, Dr. Amjad.
Yes, because we need to make it more practical, and also we'll present the recovery meal, and we'll go for how to make different ratios and make it more practical in a way that it will help all of you. At the end, thank you. And as I told you, it's a story. And in order to complete the story, we need you to come to attend for next time, because next time we'll present a different product. But we cannot go for different product to differentiate between them. Of course, I will go even next time for individual product with individual ingredient to differentiate between the claims and scientific facts, to be familiar about it. And as I said, you need to come to attend next time, inshallah, if you can, and hopefully that you will come to complete the story. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amjad. Before we end our webinar, we would like to invite Ms. Jinan Asami from Abbott Laboratories to tell us more about the product related with our webinar today. Ms. Jinan?
Hi, Kim. Can you hear me and see my video?
Yes, Ms. Jinan. Can you try to share your screen?
Yes. Please let me know if you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, great. So first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Amjad for his very informative presentation, and I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Jinan Asami. I'm the Associate Product Manager for Abbott Nutrition in the UAE. And I'll be quickly introducing one of our latest products in our extensive portfolio that we have here in the UAE. I did hear one of the attendees speak about this product, so hopefully we can discuss this more in detail. It's a very quick presentation, only about 5 minutes long, and then we'll be able to answer any of your questions towards the end about Insurmax Protein. So as you can see here, Insurmax Protein is a protein shake that we've recently launched as part of our Insure brand. Our brand has been in the UAE for many years, and it's known worldwide as the leading brand for medical nutrition in both the hospital sector and outside of the hospital for the community. So as you can see, we have two different types of Intramax protein in different flavors. We have milk chocolate and we have cafe mocha. They're coming as a liquid formula in 330 ml Tetra Paks. Now, what makes this product very unique is the ratios of protein and fats and carbohydrates, which Dr. Amjad also specifically mentioned is very important in order to identify whether this is an energy shake or a protein shake. And I do remember one of the attendees had also mentioned that it is very low in carbs, very high in protein, and very low in fat, which is in fact the case for this product. As you can see, in one serving of Intramax protein, you're getting only 150 calories with a very high amount of protein at 30 grams of protein per serving, and it contains only 6 grams of carbohydrates in one bottle of Intramax protein. We also have 25 vitamins and minerals to make sure that we are preventing any fatigue or tiredness that the consumer might have from deficiencies of minerals and vitamins. And it's very low in sugar with only 1 gram of sugar. Now, if you see in the two different flavors, we have the cafe mocha flavor containing 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is about the same amount of caffeine that you would get in 1 cup of coffee. And that's designed for people who want that extra boost of energy. They'd like to take it before their workout or maybe in the morning to kind of help get them moving throughout their day. It's also gluten-free and suitable for anyone who has any lactose intolerance issues. Now, the people who would benefit most from this product are people who are generally feeling tired and feeling that their body isn't recharged. They might have a long, good night's sleep and still wake up tired in the morning. And a lot of times it's because the body is protein deficient, and that's why you're having these symptoms of feeling tired and sluggish. People who are also looking to meet their protein needs throughout their day. So if they're not eating enough protein or they do require a large amount of protein to meet their needs, they can use a supplement such as Intramax protein to give them an added 30 grams of protein in addition to their normal healthy diet. And of course, people who are athletes or gym users and are looking to maintain their muscle function and their muscle mass can use this formula to help meet their protein needs. So just to take you on a quick survey that was done in 2019, this was done in the US with 452 new users. They had never used a protein supplement before, and they followed their progress for 4 weeks. Each week, they recommended the users to consume 4 bottles per day. So it wasn't every day, they were consuming it almost every other day throughout the week. As you can see, only after using the product within 1 week, you have 90% of them agreed that the nutrition helped them give them the needed energy to continue their day. And they felt that they had a better start to their day because of the protein that they were consuming. And if you look towards the end of the course or towards the end of the 4-week program of using Intramax protein, 75% felt that they could do more at the end of the day. 90% of them felt that they were making healthier choices. 82% felt that they were more active as well because of this supplement. So it's not specifically detailed or specifically mentioned for people who are athletes or gym users, but also people who are looking to meet their protein targets, of which athletes and gym users are, of course, in that category. So we'd also like you to take the time and look at one of our newest communities that we've launched, not only in the UAE, but also in the Middle East, which is the Ensure Arabia Club. If you scan the QR code on the screen, it'll take you directly to the website. And this is a page that we're trying to build an online community which provides information about the product, which provides also information on protein and how to calculate your protein throughout your day. So you would be able to put in the foods that you're usually eating on a daily basis, and it will help you calculate how much protein you're consuming so that you can determine if you need to add more protein in your diet, whether it's through healthy food alternatives or through a protein supplement like Intramax protein. So a lot of you in the UAE might be asking where you can find this product. It's available in a lot of hypermarkets and a lot of pharmacies, and also we have it available in gyms. So Carrefour and Lulu hypermarkets, it's available. As you can see in the gyms, you have Al Manara Pharmacy, in the pharmacies, Al Manara Pharmacy, Astra Pharmacy, and Al Ain Pharmacy. It's available online with delivery through Amazon and Mum's World. And then, of course, it's available on the 2 gym outlets that we have, Fitness First and Gold's Gym. So to quickly summarize, Intramax Protein is a protein shake that we've recently launched as an extended addition to our Insure brand or our Insure portfolio, which has been studied with over 30 clinical studies. And it's a worldwide known brand. We have 2 different flavors, milk chocolate and cafe mocha, and we're hoping to launch vanilla flavor very soon. It contains 30 grams of protein with only 150 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, and 6 grams of carbohydrates. And I mean, I'd love to see if any of you have tried this product personally or have recommended it to your patients or to your consumers and what they thought about it. And yeah, so please let me know in the chat box if you have any comments on the product or your feedback or any questions on the product as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jinan. Since you're with us, please allow us to ask you some questions with the attendees on the chat box. So first question from Ms. Dana, is it available in Jordan?
So the product is not yet available in Jordan. Hopefully it will. As of now, it's available in GCC countries. So Saudi, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and the UAE.
A follow-up question, how is it different from NutriVigor?
Right, so NutriVigor is a different product because it contains HMB. So HMB has its own recommendation. It's also used to help preserve muscle mass. And NutriVigor is a complete balanced source of nutrition. So you will see the carbohydrates is higher, the fat is higher, and the protein is not as high compared to Intramax Protein. They are used for different categories of consumers. Intramax Protein does not contain HMB. It is a protein shake. So you will see that the protein content is much higher than the carbohydrate and the fat content.
A comment from Ms. Ola, I recommend it to all my patients after bariatric surgeries.
Yes, it is very frequently recommended and used after bariatric surgeries because we do notice that they lose a lot of lean body mass after the surgery, and the 30 grams of protein in Intramax Protein will help make sure that they meet their protein goals and avoid this loss of lean body mass. So it's definitely recommended and beneficial for post-bariatric surgery.
As for Ms. Dana Dakel, it is not available in Al Ain Pharmacy.
We can check with that. It might have been some temporary out of stock issue, but we will definitely check with that, and I'll have the team check on that.
Another question, is this protein product safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women?
Yes, so it is safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women. We only recommend you to check the caffeine consumption that you're recommended to have if you're pregnant and breastfeeding. As I mentioned, we have caffeine available in the mocha flavor, 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. But the milk chocolate flavor has 0 caffeine in it, and it's completely safe to be used by pregnant and breastfeeding women.
All right. Next question, what is the cost of this?
So it differs from one outlet to another. You might find it cheaper in other places. Right now, we have an offer in Carrefour, which is buy 3 and get 1 free. The cost per unit on Amazon and most of the outlets is around 15 dirhams for the UAE.
All right. Can I recommend this supplement for dialysis patient with protein malnutrition?
So for patients who are undergoing dialysis, we actually have a different product which is tailored to renal patients, which is called Nepro HP, which is a Nepro high protein. That will help provide the protein that they need while they're on dialysis.
Yes.
Okay.
So, protein and potassium also, you have to be careful about the potassium.
Definitely, the micronutrients.
All right. Last question before we go with Dr. Amjad. Ms. Janan, will it be possible if you can share your contact information to all the participants?
Yes, I can write down my email now in the chat in case anyone wants to contact us.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
Nothing so far, but I will definitely ask you if I have run through any questions related to the product. To move on, can we have Dr. Amjad, please?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Amjad.
Make it easy, please. Don't make it complicated.
All right. Our first question from is Dr. Johanna Idris. What about the
Ilahi.
Myoflex? What about the Myoflex Carb Sense fat content?
Yes, actually, this is a very good question, and it was mentioned in the report. The fat and the cholesterol content in the sodium is very high. So this is one of the misleading issue in this product. So most of the consumer will focus only on one side of the picture. As I said before, they will look at the protein content, but they have to look at the protein and fat. And for us as a nutritionist, we need to look at all of them. Actually, do I have to take all these? Because if you look, even the cholesterol content is very high. It's almost reaching 50 to 60% of the RDA. So yes, I agree with you. And even some of the report that reported that even they have misreading in terms of the saturated fat is very high compared with to what it's written or mentioned.
All right, thank you. Next question from Mr. Walid. For a protein bar containing more than 5 grams of added sugar, will it be considered a bad choice?
5 grams is dependent in the serving size. 5 grams, you are talking about teaspoons. When you say more than 5 grams, you make it open. Now, the issue is not only here the amount of carbohydrates is 5 grams, because here you need to look, do you need actually that protein bar? Is it urgent for you or not? Now, you also need to give me the full analysis. I need to know the amount of the protein, because I will not only look only at about the 5 grams, because if it is fitting the criteria that it is more than 15 gram protein and the ratio is 1-to-1 or more, that will be considered. Now, if it is, to be honest, 5 grams is not something high, even if it is added sugar, it's not something high. But my concern will be more related to the fat. If the sugar, yes, content will be more than 10 or even 15 grams, that will be also not a good choice. But as I said, and I don't advise to go for protein powders, no. I prefer to go for shakes, milk shakes, product shakes. Even I can use the protein, even if like, from my experience, to be honest, I'm using medical supplement in my work. I work in 3 clubs, and I recommend for them to use milkshake. And I work with the formula because I have different players with different body composition. I recommended recovery and re-exercise meal with different ratios, but I like to play with the formula. I need to take something. I use a combination between natural product and ready-to-use supplement, and they work with different ratios. I took you away from the question. Okay.
Okay, next question from Aliyah. If fat is high, is it considered to protein bar?
No, because usually, yes, it can be part of the protein bar, because unfortunately they are not looking at the fat here content. Mainly they are focusing on the carbs and fat according to the definition. But for you as a nutritionist, that will discover that the product will mean nothing to you if the fat content is high. It will not help me anymore, because I can easily, like what we found out Jinan, she's presenting, I can find the product with similar cost, because the protein bar will cost you from 15 to 20 to 25 dirhams, and sometimes reach up to 30 dirhams. Why I have to pay all this amount? Because I'm saying that I will use a protein bar, although I can have a product with 1 gram carbohydrate, with high amount of protein and with low amount of fat. So this is a question from nutritional point. You need to put it in your mind. Yes, the fat will not affect the terminology that the protein bar or not, but from nutritional point, this is the good things of us. that we are looking at the whole picture, not at one area and ignoring the others.
Right. Next question. What about poultry percentage?
What about what?
Poultry.
What is poultry?
I think he's mentioning about the poultry products like the meat or
Poultry, chicken, yeah. It is good. No, the protein content good, but here you need to put in your mind something. If I'm doing resistance exercise, I need to take high amount of protein. After the exercise, usually the appetite and the gastric emptying rate is very high, and peristalsis movement is very high. That will affect my quality of eating. I will not able to eat. In addition, next time I will give you something very important. One of the main issues that contribute to improve the muscle protein turnover or controlling and the protein muscle synthesis is the exercise and the time. From my experience, we used to serve dinners with open buffet to the players. Only 10 to 20% of the player they eat, the other refuse. And most of the players that they are eating, they are doing light exercise. So this is why we replace that, the eating or the food, we replace it with a drink, with a shake. So they can take their shake, they can drink it, they can finish. I can make sure about the quality of the composition or the content and the quality of the protein and the carbs in the same time. Okay, so food, yes, I will serve the food, but it will be difficult to serve it within or after the exercise. I have alternatives, but chicken or poultry is good also. Yeah.
All right. Next question. The fourth option had higher fat content. Would that still quality as protein bar?
Yes, according to the definition, yeah. But according for us as a nutritionist, we need to have our input. No, actually, as I said, it was sent by a company, and it was unfortunately recommended by one of, let's say, the people that in the administration of the club. But I reject all these, and they did a big report based on my background, and they said I will not use this product, not only because they are claiming wrong that it's not a protein bar anymore, because I cannot trust this product, and also I want to educate my players. I don't want you to go to that field because I have alternatives. I'm using my formula, I'm using my cocktail formula, I'm using my medical product within this cocktail formula. I'm satisfied about it, okay? And I will tell you something. I'm the first one that introduced the medical formula in 2000 forms in the field of the sport clubs here. When I came here, the one using, allow me to say that, Ensure or Ensure Plus and their product. But I was using that because at that time, there was no third-party companies that they were running the investigation in a proper way. It was, let's say, not easily to say that this product safe, but the most important things, I was playing with the formula. So I was not using the, let's say, the formula as it is. No, I was adding fruits, honey. Even I was using concentrated milk also to change the composition of the protein to increase it. Nowadays, we have different options. We have a variety of a product. I can still use them, but it is my call as a nutritionist at the end to use what is the right. Like what Jinanchi mentioned right now, and based on one of the question one, they asked her about can you use protein max for dialysis patient. It's not the issue only limited to the protein. Also, I have another issue here called the minerals. I need to take care about the phosphorus and the potassium. When I have something already formulated for these cases, no, I can use it. But when I have something in general purpose, or I can play with the formula, I can play with it, I can change it. So the bottom line here, as a nutritionist, we have a lot of information background. I can utilize it. I have also background in sport, and you can have. But going there to the field and not utilizing your background as a nutritionist, it will not help you. Yes, we are promoting the natural food, but believe me, at a certain point, especially like in case of athletes, you need to enter and allow to enter within the field of supplement, but you need to be very careful about it. When I say very careful, this is very serious issue. This is a legal issue. It's not like before. It's everything here in UAE is regulated, and even outside. If the player trusts you and they said, Wallah, Amjad, he said that, or Dana, or Jinan, or whatever they said that, they will trust them. Therefore, you need to be careful about it. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Amjad. I think that's it for the questions. Do you want to add anything before we end the webinar?
Yes, please join me for after 2 days. It will be, I think, on Monday, Ms. Kim, yeah?
Yes, on Monday, 24th.
Join us on Monday. On Monday, we'll present a lot of the products, and we'll ask you through a quiz whether these products are approved by a third party. Then we'll go through even these products to make a scoring system to tell what are the quality. Also, we'll present some medical product. We'll go through the recovery meal before to make ratios. Then we'll ask you to make a ratio by your own self. So at the end of the workshop, as I told you in the beginning, inshallah, next time we'll see you physically, and we will do it. There is a lot of things it's need to be covered also, but you know, the time limitation and the virtual issue also, it has a specific time. Maybe inshallah next time we'll see you physically face to face, and we'll do some more practices. But I'm telling you, and as a nutritionist, as academic, as one who's working in the field of sport and nutrition since 2004 in UAE, as one who did his master degree with the sport athletes. Also, I'm giving you all the information and hope that you will utilize this information at the end. And as I told you, I prefer that I make my own formula for my athletes, because I don't want to have one case. Usually I divide the players, and inshallah next time we'll talk about it, to 3 or 4 categories, and according to that, I give the recommended formula, the amount, and even the ratios. So thank you so much, and inshallah you will join us inshallah on Monday. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amjad, for that wonderful presentation. And we have received the good comments from our attendees, as well as to Abbott. So once again, Abbott, thank you so much for sponsoring this event. We had a good presentation and a good experience to explain further their product. Again, attendees, we would like to invite everyone to please stay with us and join us on the second part of this webinar. It is a new topic, new lectures. It is not a repeated one. It is the continuation of our workshop for today. So please, on the same timing, 7 p.m. UAE time on Monday, 24th of May, join us. You will use the same link that you have used to attend this course. You will use it all the same. Okay, and once again, attendees, before we end this webinar, I just want to kindly remind everyone, in order for you to receive your CME certificate of attendance, please download the UAE Pass. It is a new process, a new procedure that DOH, Department of Health, is currently introducing to all its healthcare professionals. So once you have downloaded the UAE Pass, you need to register your Emirates ID or your national ID, and you will need to log on to DOH TAM portal. It is easy, it is quick. You just need to register and request how to get your CME certificate. We will also communicate it over the email. Once again, Dr. Amjad, thank you so much for your time, and for Abbott Laboratories. We hope to see you all soon on 24th. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Thank you, Jinan. Allah ya'tikum al-afiyah. Allah yasatkum.